Hi, I'm Sarah, and I want to share tonight a little bit about this journey that I've been on this year. I'm really focusing on being in the flow of life. And earlier in the year, it was my birthday weekend, and I decided to take the weekend off from social media. And I felt like it was going to be the 4 days or 5 days that I was out of town celebrating my birthday. And that was over 6 months ago. So I've been on this sabbatical from social media, and it's been challenging. It wasn't planned, first of all. I remember reading a book at the beginning of the year about the sensitivity, um, that using the sensitivity that I've often felt in my life and how I connect with people and how I experience things, using that as a strength. And the author talked about taking a break from social media at least 1 day a week. And I remember thinking I could never do that because my business is social media. I've connected with so many amazing people thanks to social media. And I don't have a lot of access to some of those connections without social media and this fear around letting all of that go. And yet, when I decided to take that weekend break and it just continued to be something that I felt like I needed some rest from. So even though I felt like a day a week was going to be impossible, I've now been almost 7 months without logging into any social media app outside of Substack and now YouTube. And this space that it opened up for creativity and connection in ways that I really never imagined. Um, Almost right away, I started having some ideas for creative ways to connect with my community and building out more of my email list and talking to people not only in person but through phone calls and text messages and lots of ways that I it's not that I didn't do those things before, but I had suddenly more energy for those types of connections because I wasn't as caught up in this idea of what I was supposed to be doing, not just because there's a constant scroll of information with social media, but because there's so many voices there that were really telling their story and sharing how they were building their business or sharing their magic or, organizing their life. And all of those ideas were distractions for me. I've realized how easily I get distracted and how important it is for me to really be clear about what matters to me so that I can focus on that and letting go of things that are distracting from that. And so it wasn't really that social media was the problem. It was that I was allowing all of these other voices to be louder than my own. And when I stepped away from social media, that was when I recognized that I had a lot of ideas and a lot of things that I could do that were already available to me. But I was spending so much time in this like hamster wheel on social media that I didn't even recognize what was right in front of me. And what's funny as I say that is that I literally left my career in finance and accounting because I felt like I was on this hamster wheel where I was always just like running from one day to the next, trying to get it all done. And I wasn't um, really present to experience the magic in my life and the things that were good and bad that were happening, but I wanted to actually be able to experience and not just distract myself from them, from those activities or from those experiences because I was so busy and I couldn't participate in my life the way that I wanted to. So this journey now into YouTube, sharing my story and sharing more about what this sabbatical from social media has meant for me does bring up some fear because I'm concerned that YouTube may become what social media had been for me, just another distraction, another thing that I am looking to, fill the void. And I'm also realizing that I can trust myself in the moments to make the choice that is the best one for me in that moment. And, if I need to take a break, I can take a break, that there isn't just one right way to do things. And I've created a lot of structure, a lot of systems, a lot of routines and habits in my life that have been huge for me in terms of creating space for things that I really want to do more of, or building in freedom for all the other things that I want to give time to in my life. And I also recognize that even all of those systems and those strategies and those routines are shifting as my life shifts and ebbs and flows. And so I guess the whole point of this message is that my social media sabbatical has helped me realize how much more capable I am when I give myself the time and space to really listen to what matters to me and have more of those opportunities for um, just being present, just being, not always doing. And that's what I hope this channel will be about, is helping to share some of those experiences that I'm having with you so that you can find your way to that, so that you can get off the hamster wheel if that's what you want to do, so that you can find the magic and the systems or routines or habits that are really going to help serve you wherever you are in your own journey. And realize that we're all human. Nobody's got it all figured out. Nobody's going to have a life that doesn't include some struggles. Life is going to life. And yet, there is this feeling of success that I experience, and this feeling of like accomplishment and joy when I realize that I am here for it all. I'm not trying to run and hide because things are difficult. I'm here. So thanks for watching.